My man, Heston Blumenthal. Love it, Heston. In fact, Heston, I didn't know you were coming and they just told me, so I brought my glasses out because I have glasses like you. People don't know this about me. This is a little bit of an insight. A little bit of a revelation. This is me in the day. Like, you know, daytime me, not stage me. This is stage me. You know this guy. Hello! That's it. Camp it in, you'd imagine. Hi! Like that. This is daytime me. Hello. Quite serious, less camp. This is daytime me. And people who are used to seeing that guy, they can't cope with this guy. Because they come up to me quite often, almost on a daily basis, and go, oh my God, that's so weird. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you wear glasses? Oh my God. Do you wear glasses? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's quite a strange question to ask of somebody who has glasses on their face. I don't know quite how they expect me to respond. Oh no, I saw Avatar last year, I must have left them. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Silly me! Darling, why didn't you tell me I've been walking around in these things? I was supposed to put them in the bin. But some people have glasses for reading. Reading glasses, people, they'll be in here. They'll have them with them, because they never know when reading might occur in their lives. So they make sure when they go out, I've got my reading glasses, just in case reading should happen. And then when reading occurs, they will reach for them. Ah! Reading is happening now. They tend to make a point with their glasses. Reading glasses, people feel very powerful when they have their glasses. Just before I put them on, I'd like to make some additional points. Then they open them up, and I have further points with them open. And then they'll be reading in this direction. All the reading goes here, so I can still see you here. Don't you pull anything over there. I'm reading in this direction. But not everybody from the reading glasses, the long-sighted fraternity, will go for the glasses here. People choose to put them in different places on their body. Some people, I just can't, it's difficult to know how to describe them. I would say that they're not sexually active. I think that would be the most accurate way. I mean, they must have had sex in their life, but they've now moved into a period of their life, when they've decided that they won't be having sex anymore with people, and they don't want them to want to have sex with them. They live a sexless life. These people will have a string that goes round and sort of joins up on the side, and they sort of bounce around on their sexless bodies. In case they need to read, shall I sign the divorce papers? Yes, why not? Okay, then back they go. But without a shadow of a doubt, the coolest, no doubts about this, the coolest reading glasses people in the world are the people who manage to maintain their glasses on their forehead. How cool are these people? How do they even do it? They have magnificent eyebrow control, and they can access it whenever they need to. Would you like to see the wine list? Yes, I will. How cool are these guys? Just so you know, I could read at any moment. I will be attempting a vague Yorkshire accent. I'll do my homework. Hey up! Hey up! That's supposed to be hello, according to you. Summit! I walked past the person yesterday who said, I gotta get summit in my stomach. Obviously a food lover there. Summit, nout. And my favourite, of course, is the fact that the word the has not reached this area. Because we have it in the south. It's freely used, the word the. I don't know when it is. I think somewhere around junction 25 of the M1, the word the just stops at services and go, I can go no further. I'm going to stay here with my friends Nothing and Something. We'll stay here. You go on ahead, okay? You sure you're not coming? No. They can just go, voila. My first experience of this is when I went to the cinema in Leeds a few years ago. I saw The Lion, The Witch, and The Wardrobe. I had more fun asking the woman what I'd booked to see than watching the entire film itself. Sorry, what is it I'm seeing here today? Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe. Are you kidding? Want to see something else? Is there's naught else to see here? You taking to piss? I thought it'd be a nice idea, maybe just for a bit of fun, to go to HMV and get The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and an album by 70s sensation The, and line them up on the counter of HMV in Leeds City Centre. What is it I'm purchasing here today? Toot Lion, Toot Witch and Toot Wardrobe. Toot Good, Toot Bad and Toot Glad. And Toot. Thank you so much. Next person in the queue.
Have you got Nowt Compares to Me by Sinead O'Connor? Have you got There's Something About Mary? Have you got A Up by Lionel Richie? A Up. Is it me you're looking for?
So it's nice to be here. I was told before I came out that there was a gentleman who had to be moved because he couldn't fit into his seat. Now, I said, oh, can you point him out? And they said, oh, you'll see him. Now, I believe your name is Gregor Edmonds, is that right? And you're like the strongest man in history. Would that be correct?
Not quite, no.
Not quite? There's God, then there's me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Gregor Edmonds! Be honest with me, how many shredded wheat do you eat a day? Now, I'm disappointed you're not in your big Highland Games gear, because I would expect you to be permanently in it. I love the kilt. Is anybody actually in a kilt tonight? It's not a special occasion, I understand that. It's not a special occasion, but I do love it. I don't really know how it was invented. I've got a sort of theory on this. I think it's basically been created to be as opposite to English people as possible. I think at some stage during history, Scottish people got together and said, all right, today we're going to design the Scot, all right? Now, the theory on this is we're going to have him as opposite to English people as is humanly possible. Right, now, I've been down there, it's not pretty, They're wearing trousers. So we're going to open with a skirt. Modelling it here is Scott. You all right, Scott? I'm all right. But you've got me in a skirt. I'm not happy about that yet. You've got to hear me out, all right? They have plain black trousers down there, all right? So we're going to go with the multicoloured skirt. In fact, every family a different colour. You all right? I'm prepared to listen. Fine. They've got little black socks. We're going to go with the long white hockey sock. How are you feeling? I'm feeling peculiar, if I'm honest with you. Now, unfortunately, I've been down there and they're all in underpants. So, according to the rules, there can be no pants, Scott. Are you out of your bloody mind, eh? You've got me standing here in hockey socks and a skirt with my balls hanging out. You sure you've thought this through? I've done my best. What about pockets? Can I have pockets? I mean, I've got to put my money. I mean, I've got good Scottish money. It's very strong right now, the currency. It's £1 to the pound. Where am I going to put it? Can I have pockets? No, I'm sorry, we can't have pockets. English people have pockets. It's not acceptable to have pockets. So what am I going to do? Just carry it around? No. We're going to have a bag. A bag? Are you out of your mind? I'm already in hockey socks with the balls hanging out and multicoloured skirts. Now you want me walking around with a handbag? It's not on. It's not going to be a handbag. It better not be, because that's girly. It's not girly. We've done everything we can to masculinise the bag. It's going to be a cock bag. You serious? You want me walking around in long white hockey socks with my balls hanging out, with a multicoloured skirt and a cock bag? It's still girly. It's still girly to have a bag. I don't care. We've done our absolute utmost to address the situation, and it's going to be hairy. It's a hairy cock bag. You all right with that? I suppose I'm all right with that, but what if people take the piss? I've thought of that too. You're going to have a knife in your sock. All right? Tell you what. December. Prime time for sellotape and scissors. That's when these two really come into their own, isn't it? You all, by the way, everyone in this room has sellotape and scissors, and you think you know where they are. They're probably not there, because they're always on the move. You're sitting there going, I actually know where my sellotape and scissors are, but no, not when you want them, not when you bloody want them. Won't be opening the drawer. I thought they were. Who's moved the scissors? They move on their own, the scissors. They're crafty little bastards. And the sellotape, as soon as you leave the sellotape unattended, it will wind itself up when you're not looking. Days on end of December are spent with me just looking round the tape. How could this have happened? Surely soon I will find a way in. And look at your watch. I think I've been here now for 3 days. And then you find it. Finally, I'm in. And you get some kind of weird backward triangle bit. I'm not in. I thought I was in, but I'm not in. Sometimes you give up. I am not going to look for the scissors anymore. I'm going to buy new scissors. I don't care. I don't need to spend my whole life looking for scissors. I'm going to get new scissors. You think you've won. You think you've won, don't you? You get your new scissors. I've got some new scissors. Forget the old scissors. I'm not going to spend my whole life looking for those babies. Here's my new scissors. Then you realise that the scissors come in a plastic packaging that closely covers the scissors. And you can't get in unless you have scissors. The very thing you need is staring at you through the plastic window. And they look at you, don't they? Find a way in, dickhead. You can't, can you? Go on, find your old scissors. You thought you'd won. You haven't won. We've won. The scissors have won. The last time I was in Glasgow, I spoke to somebody in the front row, which was kind of embarrassing. He was there with his glasses. He had like a pair of glasses, and he was holding them like that. I was just like, well, this is weird. Why has he bought his glasses? So I said to him, you know, what are you doing with glasses here? Do you have not high hopes for the show? Are you going to be reading during my show? Are they reading glasses? He just looked at me and went, I've got a lazy eye. Now, this was awkward, okay? You could feel the atmosphere in the theatre shift. So I tried to change the subject. I said, so what's your name? He said, it's Ian. I couldn't resist it. Is that with 2 eyes? It was there for the taking. He set that up for me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to some people we have in the audience here. We have Colin and Justin here. How exciting. Colin and Justin. Neil Lennon, ladies and gentlemen, Neil Lennon. Now, I might have mixed up the bios. So, Neil, you're an interior designer? And Colin and Justin, you manage Celtic, is that right? First of all, the hoops have to go. Come on, Colin, let's see what we can do with the midfield. So I'm not going to dwell too much on football, but it's obviously a wide-open championship, as it always is here in Scotland. I always love to see the league table. Rangers, 7,210 points. Celtic, 7,210 points. Hearts, 7. Anyone can win it. It's wide open. It was a taxi driver yesterday who told me not to get into football. He said, I'll give you an example. He said there was some American tourists that I picked up, and they were in brand new Rangers, brand new kits with big white shorts and huge white new trainers. And they just said to him, hey, we've just been to Ibrox, and we've got our new Rangers suits. Can you take us into town? Apparently the taxi driver said, it'd probably be quicker if I just take it to A&E. Do you think that I've lost weight, though, Colin and Justin? I've lost weight. I put a lot of weight on because I have children, and I would eat their food. This is what happened. But I started to eat it before they'd had a go at it, which was when I started to realise this has to stop. Most parents go, eat up all your food. I was going, hey, leave some for me. Come on, Daddy's hungry. Yes, I have 2 children. They're 5 years old and 2 years old, Lucas and Oscar, and it's very difficult to look after 2 children. My wife does an amazing job. In fact, all mums do an amazing job. I say, yes, let's applaud mums. There you go. Why not? But when I have to look after them on my own, it is actually very, very difficult. I'll take them to the park, for example, and they run in opposite directions, and I have a split second to pick my favourite. Oh. He's quite cute, but he shows academic promise. Ah! They watch a lot of TV, I'm not going to lie to you. I plonk them in front of the TV. I've got TVs in the car. I've even strapped a DVD player to the baby's buggy. Watch that! What annoys me about children's television, though, is the adverts. It really winds me up. They have all these adverts for all these toys which I have to buy, and they're like, Daddy, I want this Transformer. I want that Ben 10 character. I really want it. And it's always rubbish, and I buy it, and I can't get it out of the packaging, and I can't change the batteries. You need the smallest screwdriver known to man to access the battery compartment of toys. And you can't buy them. You can't buy them in DIY shops. You have to wait until Christmas Day and hope you get the cracker with the miniature screwdriver set. Otherwise, you have no chance of getting in. And what winds me up even more is they have adverts aimed at parents on children's television. Their theory, of course, makes sense, that the adults are watching telly with their kids. But my kids shouldn't be watching this shit, okay? Washing machines live longer with Calgon. My children sing this in the car. I'm like, she'll be coming round the mountain. Washing machines live longer with Calgon. I don't need that. I asked my son what he wants for his birthday. He wants Sillet Bang for his birthday. I'm like, why? Why do you want Sillet Bang? You're a 5-year-old boy. Daddy, it's amazing. It gets rid of limescale, grease, soap, scum, grime. The results are truly outstanding. And my other son ran in, bang, and the dirt is gone. Are you sure there's nothing else I can get you? I want to consolidate all my debts into an easily affordable and manageable monthly lump sum. I got them a trampoline, which I have to say I'm enjoying more than them, because I can see into my neighbours' gardens. It's really exciting. It's like, oh, they've got a new barbecue. That's massive. Look at this, darling. My wife and I jumped together. Oh, a gazebo. I never thought of that. I've got a trampoline too. The other day I was bouncing, and so was the neighbour. Ooh, ah! Jesus. Because you don't get that much fun as an adult, do you? The most fun we get is revolving doors. That's the only real fun. There's no reason for them, by the way, the revolving door. It's normally next to a normal door. You walk towards the building, you can see, do I revolve in? Or do I do? You have this option. That's easier, isn't it? But no, people will always prefer this. This is much more fun. That's the life, isn't it? Also, you don't have to hold it for anyone. It's boring holding the door. When you open the door and you have to look behind you and see, you don't have to judge the distance of the person. Is it worth waiting for the... Sometimes you just look at them and go, sorry, But revolving doors can be quite tricky as well, especially when you're with somebody and the segments are coming round. And you have a split second. They go in the segment and they look to you like, are you coming in my segment? You're like, I don't know. All right, I'm in your segment with you. It's a bit cramped. I should have taken my own segment. Or they'll take a segment. You go, I'll take my own segment. You go in, you're fine, I'm fine. I'm in my own segment. Then some complete stranger, get out of my segment! Or they have those automatic revolving ones in airports. Huge, big ones. With a flower display in the middle. Is that something you guys added? You know what this revolving door means? You know, you walk into an airport for 2 to 3 seconds. There's no shrubbery. We could definitely jazz this up a bit. Can I congratulate both of you, though, on being so kind to people at the beginning of 60-Minute Makeover. Just once, I think you should do a Christmas edition where you're more honest. You know, when you just walk in and go, what a pile of shit. Do you live like this? You seriously? Are you blind? Hideous. Justin, I'm queasy. Take me outside, I'm gonna vomit. Oh! I've just vomited on your sofa and it's improved it. I'll see you in 60 minutes. You disgust me. I like this big pit here. I don't know if you've noticed, there's a 12-foot drop to your death here. This is obviously designed with Geordies in mind. Here comes a couple of Geordies. Turn the lights off and tell them they're in raw air. All right. It's over here, my... So it's nice to be in Sunderland. I've stayed here a couple of days. I went on the tourism website where they described your city centre. They didn't go for words like vibrant or exciting. They popped for improving city centre. And I have to say, I like it. I think it's a great place to be if you're eating fish and chips, have a bet to put on, and they're in a mobility scooter. I think it's quite fun. Have you got another chip for me? All right. Did you hear about the Geordie who fell down in the theatre? Got one. High five. Come on. I've been to Newcastle, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that every third person you walk past in the street is a sort of overweight man of about 50 years old, wearing a fleece, holding 2 carrier bags, with no idea where he's going. Now, let's see. I know I recognize this place. It's 2010, ladies and gentlemen. Technology is taking over. Some of it's good, some of it's not so helpful. I particularly like Google Earth. I don't know if you've been on Google Earth. It's amazing. They photographed every road in the whole world, and they've put them on Google Earth on the computer, and you can go there. You just type it in, and you go there. You drag a little man over the map, and you drop him into the road, and then you're there. You can see it. It's really amazing technology. And you sit in front of the computer and you think, I can go anywhere in the world. Where shall I go? And we all come to the same conclusion. My house. Even though you're in your house, it would be far easier just to get up, walk outside of your house, and look at your house. A live 3D image of your own building. But no, you're so excited, aren't you? First, you don't land exactly on your house. You're sort of, where is it? We have to move around. There it is. That's our house on Google Earth. Darling, come and look. Come and look. Leave the kids, they're fine in the bath. Come and look. That's our house. It's our car on Google Earth. Some technology, I think, no help whatsoever. Loos, modern public loos, I don't think they needed any updating. I think we were fine with the process. You go in, if you need to turn the light on, you turn the light on. Now they have this automatic motion sensor lighting. You come on and the light comes on. Oh, just from you moving. Which is fun at the beginning, but then when you're on the loo, the light goes off. You have to reactivate the light, so you start moving. Washing your hands. I didn't think this was dramatic. There was no issues there. Turn the tap on, yeah? Then the water flows. Once you've had enough water, you turn the tap off. That was fine. Then they didn't trust you with that, so they had the push one, where you push it, and it gives you an allocation of water. This is the amount of water we feel is enough for you to be washing your hands. But if you need more, you're quite within your rights to push again. Now, people have literally no idea how to access water from modern taps. You have lines of people doing Tai Chi trying to work it out. Do you know? You any idea? Mr. Miyagi. Washing your hands was fine. Take a paper towel, dry your hands. Yeah, dry your hands afterwards. Paper towel, dry your hands. Throw it in the bin. No problem at all. Or use the blower, the rubbish blower. Ooh. Like a baby breathing on you. Ooh. You can see the water droplets slowly making their way down. Ooh, I could be here for months. Ooh. You can even turn it around to do your face. Why do you need to dry your face? Who's doing such a big shit they need to dry their face? Massive shit, huge shit. Now we have the Dyson Airblade, possibly the creepiest device I've seen in my entire life. You come out of the loo and there's some bloke going... I know it's been a difficult time for the North East in the last few months. There was the Raoul Moat situation. I know it was very difficult and terrifying. I mean, it was frightening, this sort of steroid-filled gunman hiding in the woods. It was not a nice time for anyone, let alone people in the area. And it wasn't funny. I'd just like to say that obviously I'm a comedian. I look to the news for comedy, and in this instance, nothing was funny. There was nothing funny at all. And they caught him and they surrounded him with marksmen, and I was thinking, this is just a horrible, horrible situation. Certainly no comedy here. Then Paul Gascoigne showed up. Put the remote control down, darling. This could be funny. And it came across the screen on Sky News. Paul Gascoigne has just shown up.
with a fishing rod and sandwiches for Raoul. Apparently, he used to know Raoul back in the day in Newcastle city centre. He was a nice guy then. Something must have happened to Raoul.
You can only imagine the police reaction. They're surrounding him.
Psst, Captain, what is it? Don't interrupt me. I've got Raoul in my crosshairs. It's Paul Gascoigne, Gaza. Gaza! He's got a fishing rod and sandwiches for Raoul.
You're joking?
Tell him to get lost!
I thought it might open the floodgates for a spate of northeastern celebrities to show up with food and activities for Raoul. So 10 minutes later,
Psst, Captain, what is it now? It's Peter Beardsley, Norway. He's got some minestrone soup and playing cards for Raoul. Tell him to go away! Send him down the road with Gaza. I'm busy. Don't interrupt me again, all right? Psst, what is it now? It's Cheryl Cole. No. Cheryl here? She's got a salad niçoise and swing ball for Raoul.
You've got to be out of your mind.
Tell her to get lost and don't interrupt me again. Unless it's Jimmy Nail. I love Jimmy Nail. Crocodile shoes was my favourite. Psst, is it Jimmy? Is Jimmy here? No, it's Ant and Dec. Ant and Dec! They've got some homemade ratatouille and Yahtzee for Raoul. And a taser. A taser? That could come in pretty handy. What have you? A taser? Taser? Piss off!
I've enjoyed Blackpool today. I've enjoyed the sights. I walked down the promenade. Is that right? Yes. A little bit of a breeze off the sea. Am I right? I read things like pleasure beach, fun land, happy days. Pleasure, fun and happy, not emotions I saw reflected on any of the faces of the people holidaying here. I quite like the look. I'm going to move in and join you. I'm going to get a tattoo and a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. A buggy, smoking, fish and chips in one hand. Tupperware full of 2p's. I might win more 2p's. Who wants to win 2p? I find 2p's in my house. It's an inconvenience. I don't go, we won, darling, we won! 56p! Let's go to Blackpool and we can double our money. In Tupperware. Tupperware is for day 2 with couscous. It's not for 2p's. I was watching Lorraine Kelly this morning. They were like, you got to get that bikini body for your summer holidays. I was thinking, not in Blackpool, you don't. No, eat your chips, otherwise you won't fit into your extra-large fleece. I've never seen so much fleece in my entire life. I saw a woman sleeping on a bench. She was out in the sea, looking at the sea, in blankets. You having fun? What did you say? What a pleasure it is for me to introduce, I believe, we've got some of the Blackpool football team here. Stand up if you play for Blackpool. There he is, come on! Side out! Very good. That's very good. This is becoming far too much a celebration of football, so let's bring it down a notch and welcome Emil Heskey here in the second row. Emil don't boo! Look, it wasn't the greatest summer, let's be honest. I've never seen, well, personally, I've never seen a game quite as bad as the England-Germany game. Whilst watching it, it reminded me of when you play FIFA PlayStation and you don't yet know the controls. That's how shit, you know, when you're like, what is it, triangle or square? Oh, which one is it? You get the ball and just dribble off the side. Oh no, that's run faster. Why is he running faster? One-on-one with the keeper and then pass off the side. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Nowhere near the ball. Slide tackle. The Germany game was very disappointing. I knew that we were going to lose on the national anthems, to be honest. I knew that you can't beat the Germans.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Then you go to the England team. God save our reign. Just quite long live the Queen. Stephen Jarrett. God save the Queen. Send her victorious. Happy. Rooney didn't even know the words. I won't talk about it anymore, because it was a very good minute. We had a very good minute, didn't we? The first minute of the World Cup campaign was amazing. In fact, you were amazing. You passed in Stevie G. Fucking come on, yeah! Then an American person kicked the ball slowly towards our goal. There was a moment when Robert Greene knew that 2 billion people knew that he had seriously messed up. And he had to turn and face them. Sorry. But well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmy Heskey here joining us tonight. Fantastic. Well done. Let's focus on Blackpool. Let's focus on Blackpool. Well done, well done. It's quite funny, actually, because they told me that you'd be in the 4th row, and you're actually in the 5th row. And I looked at the 4th row, and that you don't, if you don't mind, look like footballers. I said, and we've got the Blackpool here. Oh, my God, look at this. They won't last long in the Premier League. Now, of course, one of my favourite people in football, one of the most charismatic, wonderful personalities who was on the threshold of mega stardom, Ian Holloway, ladies and gentlemen, your manager. Come on! Take a bow! Take a bow! Go on, Russell! He got you there! He got you there! I don't mind a bit of acclaim. I've got to be honest with you, I don't like this floppy-haired comedian. I think he's gay. I don't trust him one bit. Men don't skip. I'm here for the wife. I'm here for my wife. He's looking at me going, that's pretty much the size of it, my friend, yeah. I love the interview at Sky Sports. Normally managers are quite to the point. They're just like, you know, yeah, we loads done well, you know, and we're just going to take it one game at a time, and, you know, we look forward to the next season. Not Ian Holloway, no. 45-minute interview with Sky Sports. I can't believe we finally got there. We've done it. We pulled together because these are real people. These are real people, and now we'll go. We'll take on the Premier League, and we'll get new grass. That's what you say. Yeah, that's the focus. Don't even call it a pitch. We'll get grass. I've seen grass in the West Country. We'll bring it up here to the seaside. We'll grow it here, especially. It'll be fantastic, and they'll stay real, my players. They won't become millionaires. You should have seen your players walking behind you. Yes, we will. Thank you very much. That's the whole reason we won the game. In fact, there are so many repeats of this show. We're going to record another bit for when it's repeated next year. So, the Blackpool team are here. Bad luck. Hey, come on. Come on. There's plenty of jobs out there, Ian. It's not all about football. Although somebody couldn't make it. I invited Colin Fry, the medium that's working on the pier. He talks to the dead, for those of you who want to know what he does. Audiences come to see him, and then dead people who are with him, they communicate through him, because he's a spiritual medium. But what they don't do is tell their full name to the medium. You would think if you're dead and you can communicate with the living, you'd have a little bit more to say. They prefer to play a sort of spiritual charades game, where they just supply Colin with a letter. They just give him one letter, and then he has to, I'm getting a C. Rather than saying, I'm getting a Charlie Baker, he needs to talk to his wife Margaret, who's in the 2nd row. It was murder. He said it was murder. None of that. He just gets letters. Behind him are a series of ghosts who just run up to him and go, D. I flew it a couple of days ago. They've got these iris recognition scanners now in the airport for your eyes.
There was an Irish man working on it. He said, would you like to step forward into the iris recognition scanner? You have scanners for recognising Irish people? Do you not use the normal passport system? You've been losing your passports? I'm Irish. Scan me. There's green blood pumping through these veins. And I've been getting into some of your terminologies. I was coming through immigration with my passport, which is always a tense affair, isn't it? Because you don't know whether they're going to let you in. And this bloke went, what's a story? I have never heard this expression. It totally freaked me out. I was like, look at my wife going, we need a story to get into this country. Have you got any stories? I didn't notice anything that's a narrative. You've got some children's books, we're coming up with something. There were 3 little pigs. Story! I love that. You shortened it to story! In England, we just stick to, how are you? Which we normally answer with, how are you? We tend not to even answer the question. How are you? How are you? And we're fine with that. We don't question it. It's probably the only question you can answer with exactly the same question, and nobody really cares. How are you? How are you? You can't go, can you pass the salt? Can you pass the salt? That wouldn't be acceptable. So I've hired a car, I've driven around Ireland, which is thrilling, if not a little bit tense, as I'm reminded of how many people have died on every one of your roads. It doesn't make you feel better. I'm planning my journeys now to give myself statistically the best chance of survival. Do you have it on your Irish sat-navs? Would you like the fastest route or the one you might not die on? All right. Do you think that reading statistics is going to make you drive safer? If you didn't have the sign, if there was no sign on the road, this is how you would drive down the road. With the sign, you drive down it, and I've been there, and you go, ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen of Dublin, are we having a drink tonight? Are we having a drink tonight? This is what I love about Dublin. You don't mess around when it comes to your drink. There are various clues around the city that you like a drink. For example, when you're crossing the road, you have the green man who's go, and the red man is stop. In England, we have this red man who like this. And you know you mustn't go. You copy him. You copy him. Unless you try and walk across him. And then that will change to the green man, which means go. But in Dublin, you have an additional man. The orange man in the middle. Just to make absolutely sure. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? We're going to be crossing any moment now. I'm not going to take you from stationary to go. All right? Get ready? Go! 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 I actually came here a month ago, and it was kind of a weird time because in England we were going through this situation where we had this, basically there was a killer on the loose. He was on the loose for a week, and he was hiding in the woods, and it was a very tense affair, and the whole of England, all the media, all the police in the country were focused on this one big story, and I came here at exactly the same time where Dublin, and I think this explains the differences very, very well, was focused on another story of a missing penguin. Which led to one of the weirdest conversations I've ever had in a taxi, where I sat in the taxi and the driver went, so, do you think we'll find him? And I was like, well, you know, I mean, they're certainly searching. I know they're all out there. But he's used to the outdoors. Yes, apparently he's a survivalist. Yes, he's a survivalist. Poor little fella. What do you mean, poor little fella? You know, he tried to murder. He tried to murder his girlfriend. Well, I didn't know that about him. He's on steroids, I haven't read up on the subject. This penguin's a lunatic. What a fantastic story this was. So, please correct me if I'm wrong, it was a stag night, is that right? And some people broke into Dublin Zoo in the middle of the night in a taxi. The taxi was waiting. Dublin taxi drivers, we've learned not to ask questions. Could you just wait here? Are you going to the cash point? Kind of. They put the penguin into a carrier bag, and then I suppose they just couldn't stop laughing and dropped him off on O'Connell Street. They found him, didn't they? They found him and they put him back. You can imagine all the other penguins when he came back. They must have been... What's the story? Oh, it was unbelievable. I was asleep. He was asleep. Listen, shush and listen. And the next thing I know, I'm in a small bag. No, Lidl, the German shopping centre. And they just dropped me off on the corner of O'Connell Street. Were you scared? I wasn't scared. There was signs up telling me that 117 humans had died, but nothing about penguins at all. Did you just stay on the corner of the road? Well, I did, because there was a green man and an orange man and a red man, but there was no penguin, so I just stayed still. I met some locals today, including a man who came up to me and went, "Oh my God, it's you, Gert Lush." What? Gert Lush. I think he got me mixed up with some kind of Norwegian person. He said, "Can I get a photo? Can I get a photo? Mr. McIntyre." Very polite. Very polite. "Can I get a photo, Mr. McIntyre?" I said, yeah, okay. So I got in, because it was only him, you know, from one of those cuddly ones like that. And he went, no, just a view. Quite creepy. I'm a seller, man, like this. Then he held up the camera. It was quite clearly, it was a digital camera, quite clearly the wrong way around. You could see in the display his own confused face. And behind it, his actual confused face. Right, let me see how this works then. Then he took it off his face with a flash, thanked me and walked off. "Thank you, Mr. McIntyre. That's proper job. Proper job." I don't know if anybody saw this earlier in the year. I read the bedtime story on CBeebies. Anybody see that? I wish you hadn't. Oh, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. Is it called Sea Barbers here? Sea Barbers! Go on, Litlands, watch Sea Barbers. For those of you unfamiliar, this is basically like Jack and Ori. I did the bedtime story for children on children's television. I thought it'd be a nice thing to do for my children. They genuinely didn't care. I was like, "Look, Teddy's on the telly reading stories." They're like, "I've heard that one. But I'm on the TV. I don't care. I want another story. I want to watch the other channel." So I ended up possibly committing career suicide by becoming a children's television presenter, which was unavoidable. If you're a children's television presenter, there are basically rules. You have to be involved in an activity before suddenly realizing you're on TV. You can't just start a show to the camera. You have to be doing something before going, "Oh, hello, I'm Michael." You can't just go straight into it. And I said to them, "I don't want to do that, because it's embarrassing." They go, "No, sorry, you have to stick to the script." Script? What script? I thought I was just reading a book. Oh, no, there was a script. I had to talk to a penguin, a fluffy penguin. I had to sit on a children's bed talking to a penguin and go, "Hello, Mr. Penguin. Where have you been?" "Oh, the Antarctic." And they said, "Cut!" I was like, "What was the problem?" They said, "Can you let the penguin talk?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's a fluffy toy." They said, "No, you need to leave gaps so where the penguin would be talking. Come on, Michael, take it seriously." I'm like, "All right, fine." "Hello, Mr. Penguin." Cut! Michael, can you not take the piss? Can you not interrupt Mr. Penguin? So he went where? So I had to take it seriously. I was going to be there all day. So we went where? To the Antarctic, then I had to do the whole thing. "Hello, I'm Michael, and today's story is called Captain Flynn and the Pirate Dinosaurs." If you want to have a laugh, it's on iPlayer, okay? It's extremely embarrassing. I had to read 5 stories as well. I had to do the whole week. And you can tell as the week goes on, I get more and more pissed off. On Monday, it's very much, "Hello," by Friday. "All right, when am I going to get out of here?" And then at the end of the story, you close the book, and they were very serious about this. They said, "Make sure you look down the barrel of the camera and go, 'Night-night, children.'" Which is sweet, because it's the bedtime story. But as I say, I have children. I have 2 children, and night-night is simply not part of the putting to bed routine, all right? I'm nowhere near night-night when I put my children to bed. This is an unrealistic
interpretation of bedtime with children. I start angry. I don't build to anger anymore. I used to build, now I start with 5 minutes. And then bed. Don't you mess with me tonight. 5 minutes. I'll be back here in 5 minutes on the dot. Then you're going to bed. That's just getting them into bed. Then it just carries on. Go to sleep. Don't you mess with... Close your... You have to remind them how it works. Close your eyes and go to sleep. I've no idea how exhausted I am and your mother is because of this. Go to sleep. You selfish little shit. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Enough is enough. Do you know that your mother and I haven't had sex in weeks because of this? Do you know that sometimes she says to me in the afternoon, oh, maybe tonight, Michael, you'll get lucky when the kids are asleep. You're never asleep! Go to sleep! Night-night. That's pretty much how it goes. Don't get me wrong. Night-night is part of it. It's just when they're already asleep. You never love your children more than when they're unconscious but still breathing. It's a lovely moment. Look at my little man. Oh, night-night, darling. Daddy's little soldier. Oh, Daddy loves you. Darling, look what we did. Oh, look what we made. Oh, isn't he lovely? Night-night. I'm still awake! Go to sleep! This is how you raise children. It's basically, if you have children, you'll know this. If you have been a child, I'm sure you can remember. It's threats. Threats of death is the only way you can get children to do things. Put your coat on. I don't want to put my coat on. If you don't put your coat on, you'll get pneumonia and die. Sorry, Daddy. Hold Daddy's hand. I don't want to hold your hand. If you don't hold my hand, a car will hit you and you will die. Brush your teeth. I don't want to brush my teeth. If you don't brush your teeth, they'll rot and fall out. You won't be able to eat, and you will die. Go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. If you don't go to bed, I will personally kill you. I've got a plan and an alibi. What is going on with the loop? I'm all for having an inner city ring road, but could we go both ways around it? I had to go there. I was in my hotel. I had to go to the theatre there. Theatre is there. I could see the theatre. Took me 25 minutes going around the whole city to get almost back to my hotel. It's going to take me a minute to get back to my hotel. Is this how you behave at home in Leeds? Sitting on the sofa? Hey, love, could you pass the remote control just next to you? Yeah, I'll just bring that round to you now. There you go, love. Onto loop, eh? Eh? I will be attempting a vague Yorkshire accent. I'll do my homework. Hey up! Hey up! That's supposed to be hello, according to you. Summit. I walked past the person yesterday who said, I gotta get summit in my stomach. Obviously a food lover there. Summit, nout. And my favourite, of course, is the fact that the word the has not reached this area. Because we have it in the south. It's freely used, the word the. I don't know when it is. I think somewhere around junction 25 of the M1, the word the just stops at services and go, I can go no further. I'm going to stay here with my friends Nothing and Something. We'll stay here. You go on ahead, okay? You're sure you're not coming? No. They can just go, voila. My first experience of this, when I went to the cinema in Leeds a few years ago, I saw The Lion, The Witch, and The Wardrobe. I had more fun asking the woman what I'd booked to see than watching the entire film itself. Sorry, what is it I'm seeing here today? Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe. Are you kidding? Want to see something else? Is there naught else to see here? taking toothpaste.
I thought it'd be a nice idea, maybe just for a bit of fun, to go to HMV and get The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and an album by 70s sensation The, and line them up on the counter of HMV in Leeds City Centre. What is it I'm purchasing here today?
Toot Lion, Toot Witch and Toot Wardrobe. Toot Good, Toot Bad and Toot Ugly. And Toot.
Thank you so much. Next person in the queue.
Have you got Nout Compares to Me by Sinead O'Connor? Have you got This Summit About Mary? Have you got A Up by Lionel Richie? A Up. Is it me you're looking for? Yes, I'm looking for you. Where are you? I'm on the loop. I'll be there in a minute. Come on.
I did gig in Leeds last year. The closest I got was Sheffield, which was quite a fun experience. They didn't let me into my own show. I was doing the Sheffield Arena, okay? They wouldn't let me in. There was a security guard on the door, and I said, hello, hi. I was cocky. I was cocky enough to waltz past him. He went, hey, excuse me, can I see your pass? I was like, no, well, I don't really have a pass. The pass, by the way, was around his neck, and it had my face on it. The pass was my face. I said, no, it's my show. It's my show. He went, no, rules are rules. I need to see your pass. I'm like, but it's my face. Do you mind if I use my face as a pass for my show? He went, no, that won't work. Get your pass so you're not coming in. I said, but seriously, it's my show. It's my face. He said, the Queen's on money, but she can't use her face as a tenor. Get your pass. Quite good logic. Quite good logic. I went to Carvery. You like it, Carvery, in Yorkshire, don't you? Come on. You are united in your love of Carvery. £3.50 for two. Come on. Queue up. I'll have some of that, and some of that, and some of that, and some of that. Give me all the meats on one plate. Keep it going with the gravy. Don't stop till it's swimming. I can't get it back to table. Oh no, I forgot my Brussels sprouts. Can I have some sprouts? No, you have to go around pub loop, go outside, go through Carver. Oh no. Oh no. So look, I watch adverts in the day. I'm going to stop doing that, okay? They're aimed at people who watch TV in the day. I hope I'm not one of those people. A lot of bloated women seem to be watching TV. Activia yogurt, that's the solution. This advert starts with a woman, she's obviously in discomfort, she's not happy, you can see. She walks along like this, oh, she's not happy, not happy. Oh. She looks at the camera to confirm it. Oh. Then she has an Activia yogurt, and she's fine. Smile on her face, quite light on her feet. Opens the front door, lovely sunny day, begins her day. All because of Activia. Of course, what this advert's missed out is an enormous shit in the middle of her morning. Completely inaccurate advertising. This ad should just be her emerging from the loo going, Jesus Christ! Children, do not go in there. Something's happened to Mummy after her Activia yogurt. I'm serious, children. Just will brush your teeth at school today. That really was quite something. I'm going to weigh myself. That was unbelievable occurrence. Thank you, Activia. There's something called a Snuggie they advertise. Have you seen this? This is a blanket that you wear, okay? People who are watching television in the day are spending so much time doing nothing that they're wearing blankets. It is a blanket with sleeves, so you can easily access things without having to ever take the blanket off you. That says chilly. You would free yourself. No, be in bed at all times. Lying on your DFS sofa, I assume. With your Activia yogurt. Listening to Michael Bublé. He's advertised all day as well. Daytime viewers love Bublé. A lot of chafing as well, chafing gel. Yeah. This advert is just a woman jumping. She's jumping, and you can clearly see that her legs are nowhere near one another. Because chafing is basically, I think it's when your legs rub against each other. Yeah? I think the advice is probably, if you lose weight, your legs will separate and work as independent things from one another. No, this is not the advice. The advice is to lubricate the area so they can slide against each other.
as you walk in your snuggie to the fridge to get your Activia yogurt and then return to your DFS sofa and continue listening to Michael Bublé. Tenor lady as well. I didn't know what it was. I had to Google it. Women are pissing in their pants. Is it a condition? Is it voluntary? Are they so comfortable in their snuggies? Lying on their DFS sofa? Their favourite Bublé track hasn't come on yet. I'm dying for a pee. I don't need to get up thanks to my tenor lady. I could just pee here on the sofa. The loo's out of bounds anyway after the Activia situation of half an hour ago. Is this really what's going on? These bloated, chafing, snuggie-wearing, DFS sofa-lying Bublé listeners surrounded by gold they haven't been bothered to cash yet? Is this what's going on? What is it with the gold? Is it news to people that gold is a commodity? Are people sitting there going, you're telling me this bullion is actually worth something? Give me an extra snuggie, I'm going to go out and sell this. Please don't think I'm being unnecessarily rude here. These people are only there because they've had an accident at work. That's what's led them to this unfortunate situation. I quite like the accident at work one. We enjoy that as a family. When you can see the wet floor, but she can't. She's walking in. Oh. Or the one that goes, and they gave me the wrong type of ladder. I think if your job involves going up ladders, select your own ladder. I'd like a ladder, please. I don't trust my own judgment in ladder selection. If you could pick whatever ladder you see fit for the task. The one with wheels? Yes, I'll take this ladder. Ladies and gentlemen, technology is taking over. Some of it's good, some of it's not so helpful. I particularly like Google Earth. I don't know if you've been on Google Earth. It's amazing. They photographed every road in the whole world, and they've put them on Google Earth on the computer, and you can go there. You just type it in, and you go there. You drag a little man over the map, and you drop him into the road, and then you're there. You can see it. It's really amazing technology. And you sit in front of the computer, and you think, I can go anywhere in the world. Where shall I go? And we all come to the same conclusion. My house. Even though you're in your house, it would be far easier just to get up, walk outside of your house, and look at your house. A live 3D image of your own building. But no, you're so excited, aren't you? First, you don't land exactly on your house. You're sort of, where is it? We have to move around. There it is. That's our house on Google Earth. Darling, come and look. Come and look. Leave the kids, they're fine in the bath. Come and look. That's our house. It's our car on Google Earth. Some technology, I think, no help whatsoever. Loos, modern public loos, I don't think they needed any updating. I think we were fine with the process. You go in, if you need to turn the light on, you turn the light on. Now they have this automatic motion sensor lighting. You come on and the light comes on. Oh, just from you moving. Which is fun at the beginning, but then when you're on the loo, the light goes off. You have to reactivate the light, so you start moving. Washing your hands. I didn't think this was dramatic. There was no issues there. Turn the tap on, yeah? Then the water flows. Once you've had enough water, you turn the tap off. That was fine. Then they didn't trust you with that, so they had the push one, where you push it, and it gives you an allocation of water. This is the amount of water we feel is enough for you to be washing your hands. But if you need more, you're quite within your rights to push again. Now, people have literally no idea how to access water from modern taps. You have lines of people doing Tai Chi trying to work it out. Do you know? You any idea? Mr. Miyagi. Of course, I don't want to bring up football too much in Manchester, because I know this is a bit of, friction. I don't want to separate people into their teams. I know you all divided who support. I said to my wife that, they're called Man City and Man United. And it was her, not me, okay, who pointed out
they do sound like gay clubs, okay? You can't argue with it. Don't shoot the messenger. Where are you going Saturday? I'm going down Man City, yeah. Go to any of the clubs? Yeah, Man United, it's absolutely great. Hey, look, afterwards, a few of us are going down the Men Arena. Want to come? I flew in a couple of days ago. They've got these iris recognition scanners now in the airport for your eyes. There was an Irish man working on it. He said, would you like to step forward into the iris recognition scanner? You have scanners for recognizing Irish people? Do you not use the normal passport system? You've been losing your passports? I'm Irish. Scan me. There's green blood pumping through these veins. And I've been getting into some of your terminologies. I was coming through immigration with my passport, which is always a tense affair, isn't it? Because you don't know whether they're going to let you in. And this bloke went, "What's the story?" I have never heard this expression. It totally freaked me out. I was like, look at my wife going, "We need a story to get into this country. Have you got any stories?" I didn't know anything that's a narrative. You've got some children's books. We're coming up with something. There were three little pigs. Story. I love that. You shortened it to story. In England, we just stick to "how are you," which we normally answer with "how are you." We tend not to even answer the question. How are you? How are you? And we're fine with that. We don't question it. It's probably the only question you can answer with exactly the same question, and nobody really cares. How are you? How are you? You can't go, "Can you pass the salt?" Can you pass the salt? That wouldn't be acceptable. So I've hired a car. I've driven around Ireland, which is thrilling, if not a little bit tense, as I'm reminded of how many people have died on every one of your roads. It doesn't make you feel better. I'm planning my journeys now to give myself statistically the best chance of survival. Do you have it on your Irish sat-navs? Would you like the fastest route or the one you might not die on? All right. Do you think that reading statistics is going to make you drive safer? If you didn't have the sign, if there was no sign on the road, this is how you would drive down the road. With the sign, you drive down it, and I've been there, and you go, "Ooh." So, ladies and gentlemen of Dublin, are we having a drink tonight? Are we having a drink tonight? This is what I love about Dublin. You don't mess around when it comes to your drink. There are various clues around the city that you like a drink. For example, when you're crossing the road, you have the green man who's go, and the red man is stop. In England, we have this red man who like this. And you know you mustn't go. You copy him. You copy him. Unless you try and walk across him. And then that will change to the green man, which means go. But in Dublin, you have an additional man. The orange man in the middle. Just to make absolutely sure. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? We're going to be crossing any moment now. I'm not going to take you from stationary to go. All right? Get ready. Go, go, go! I actually came here a month ago, and it was kind of a weird time because in England, we were going through this situation where we had this, basically, there was a killer on the loose. He was on the loose for a week, and he was hiding in the woods, and it was a very tense affair, and the whole of England, all the media, all the police in the country were focused on this one big story, and I came here at exactly the same time where Dublin, and I think this explains the differences very, very well, was focused on another story of a missing penguin. Which led to one of the weirdest conversations I've ever had in a taxi, where I sat in the taxi and the driver went, "So, do you think we'll find him?" And I was like, well, you know, I mean, they're certainly searching. I know they're all out there. But he's used to the outdoors. Yes, apparently he's a survivalist. Yes,
Yes, he's a survivalist. Poor little fella. What do you mean, poor little fella? You know, he tried to murder. He tried to murder his girlfriend. Well, I didn't know that about him. He's on steroids, I haven't read up on the subject. This penguin's a lunatic. What penguin? What a fantastic story this was. So, please correct me if I'm wrong. It was a stag night, is that right? And some people broke into Dublin Zoo in the middle of the night in a taxi. The taxi was waiting. Dublin taxi drivers, we've learned not to ask questions. Could you just wait here? Are you going to the cash point? Kind of. They put the penguin into a carrier bag, and then I suppose they just couldn't stop laughing and dropped him off on O'Connell Street. They found him, didn't they? They found him and they put him back. You can imagine all the other penguins when he came back. They must have been... What's the story? Oh, it was unbelievable. I was asleep. It was asleep. Listen, shush and listen. And the next thing I know, I'm in a small bag. No, Lidl, the German shopping centre. And they just dropped me off on the corner of O'Connell Street. Were you scared? I wasn't scared. There was signs up telling me that 117 humans had died, but nothing about penguins at all. Did you just stay on the corner of the road? Well, I did, because there was a green man and an orange man and a red man, but there was no penguin, so I just stayed still.